Hello everyone, this is Carolyn from the Kimberley here again. Today I've got this little journal to show you. Her name's going to be Bessie and you'll see why in a moment. This is just a little box that she comes in. Bit of layering. These are the corners of the doily that I used in her and some material here. Embroidered rose trim. Anyway, let's get into it. So I'm calling Bessie my stash buster. I haven't really used a kit. I've just used bits and pieces out of my stash. And here she is. So this is a lovely 1935 postcard that I had in my stash, and I just thought she was too beautiful to cover up, so I haven't done too much with it here. This is going to be a rack gift for somebody, and I won't say who at the moment, so it's a surprise. And this is a little Reader's Digest book that I've used here. Put this tassel on and decoupage of tissue under here and a bit of lace, and then that's the back of the book. It's so nice, I didn't really want to cover it up. Just a little eyelet closure with the seam bind in there. And let's get into it. Starting off with a fabric doily page for the signature cover, which is the same doily that those corners came off on the box. And then just some pockets here, postcards. This is another lovely old original postcard. It says, "Write me in your book of memory." I'll put some original things in this as well. It's a bit of decoupage on book page that I've done. When you start out, you seem to make all these little things and put them away and never use them because you're using kits. So this time I thought I'd just use a few of these things to try and get my stash down a bit. Some lace on the sides. I've kept it all quite muted colours. And use some fabric. A lot of journaling spaces, bit of stenciling I've done there, and this idea was from Donna Phillips, using builders' gauze that they use when they do plastering. Another little envelope there, filled with goodies. Little cards. That's a bit of decoupage on a serviette. It's not a serviette. A doily, paper doily. That's a paper bag. More decoupage on that side. And this is a very old piece of ephemera. I guess it's an ad for something. Came out of a very old magazine that I had. There. Bit more stenciling. I use ledger papers in this. Bit of layering up on that little pocket. Tickets. It's really, I guess this is really a journaling journal. It's writing in. This is just a bit of you know, the 6x6 pads, and I just made it into 2 envelopes with my envelope maker and popped some paper in there. There's room for more on that side. And this is a very old collector's stamp envelope, so I've just used it. You'll see it on the other side. This is an old stamp that I've copied onto watercolour paper. It is a pocket, but I just didn't want to put anything in it because I loved it so much, and it's from the 1935 pictorial collection. This here, funnily enough, is a copy of a telegram from my husband's grandmother when he was born, sent to his mum and dad. So I guess it's vintage because he was born in 1963. Does that make him vintage? There's a little tag I've made there. More of that stenciling with the gauze. Here's another one of the stamps I've made. I love these old stamps. Just a bit of embellishment with gauze and a rose and some music paper there. Some Broadway Anglaise, which I really like too. I want to get some more. These are just little writing cards, lace and buttons in pastel colours, my favourite things. This is a lovely old postcard. I actually tried to do a bit of Googling on this about this postcard. So this says on the front, just a line to say, "I'll do the washing, darling, if only you'll come home, Nell Bailey." And on the back there's her handwriting, and she must have sent it off to, well, she's put Mr. A. Keeg, so I'm not sure if he was her husband or not. And the SS, he must have worked on the SS Turkina, which was a sailing ship, and this is dated 1904, so it's a very old original postcard. And I looked up the sailing ships, and the SS Turkina was sunk in 1940 during, must have been the Second World War. It's just another tag. And this is just a little twist on the Rita Donnelly flip. So I did the flip here, and then I thought to myself, why can't I layer it? So I did another small one there, and then a tiny one there. So it's 3 flips in one. And of course pockets. Tickets in them. This is more lovely blue lace this time. More of that doily and some of the embossed paper that I make. Just a little embellishment there, and some more of these stamps that I made. Aren't they lovely? I really, really like them. And there's another one on that side. The other side of that tag. And this little embellished page. I thought those colours all work nicely together. There's the other side of the telegram. More stamps. I thought they made nice little writing cards. And there's the other side to that collector's envelope. That's out of, once again, that's from my husband. He collected stamps, and so he's been carrying these around since he was 10 or 12 years old. And this one here is the original, that's the 1935 stamp that came off the Bessie's postcard. So she was sent to somebody in 1935. Lots of journaling space. I didn't do anything to this half of the bag. I just thought I'd leave that for the recipient. They can fill it up, and same with the doily there. These are very old buttons that I had. Bit of broad round glaze and lace there. More stenciling. More stenciling there. Couple more cards. Some little tickets in here. And that's the end. And I haven't put anything there because I thought whoever gets this might like to add something there. So that's all there is. So I hope you're all staying warm. I hear I have a daughter in Tasmania who's had snow last week and said it's freezing down there, but here in the Kimberley we're still having days of 33 and 36, and it's really lovely. So I'll have to get used to the cold weather soon because we're leaving in November. Anyway, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed that. Just a little stash buster. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.